By the end of this video, you're going to have a 10-step system to help you change your life in the next 6 months. I've used this system to lose weight, buy my dream car, and launch a successful career as an attorney. And you can use it too to reach whatever goals you want. The last 2 steps are the most important, so please don't skip them. The first step to changing your life is to get really clear about what you want. Be specific. If you want specific results, you need to set specific goals. So ask yourself, what areas of your life do you really want to change in the next 6 months? Is it your health, your finances, your relationships? Be clear about what it is. When I decided that it was time to focus on my health and it was time to lose some weight, it wasn't enough to say generally that I want to lose weight. It was only effective when I got specific. So I became really clear that not only did I just want to lose weight, I wanted to lose 20 plus pounds in less than 6 months. So now, by clearly defining my goal specifically, I knew exactly how much weight I wanted to lose and when I wanted to lose the weight. I had a better idea of what my target was. I know it might seem like a lot of work, but learn from my mistakes. It's extremely difficult to achieve what you want without clarity. Clarity is power. So get crystal clear about what it is that you want to change. The good news is, once you've done the work to define exactly what you want, you're kind of already halfway there. Being clear about your goals not only gives you direction, it also helps you to stay focused. Another way I like to think about this is having clarity about my goal is kind of like knowing the address of my goal, where my goal is located. So once I know where it is, I know exactly where to go. But unfortunately, many people skip this step. They think having a general idea is enough, but without a clear vision of what you want, it's so easy to get off track. Remember, if you're not clear about what you want, you'll most likely end up settling for less than what you want. And if you're watching this video, I don't think you like to settle. Now, defining your goal is important, but it's only the first step. You also need to create a vision board. Vision board is like a visualization technique. If you can see it, you can achieve it. So to create a vision board, you first need to gather images, quotes, symbols, anything really that represents your goals. Personally, I like to use Pinterest to get the visuals that I need, and then I put them together using Canva. And Canva gives you a digital copy of your vision board. That way you can post it on your phone. Creating a vision board has been a game changer for me. For instance, when I knew that I wanted to lose weight, I was able to visualize exactly what I wanted to look like and what my daily habits and my routine would be like by filling my vision board with images of healthy meals, people exercising, inspirational quotes, or anything that reminds me to do what I said I was going to do. Seeing these images on my phone daily inspired me to choose the salad when I really wanted the burger, then to go to the gym when I really wanted to watch Netflix. I cannot tell you how many days where I did not feel like working out, but my vision board always gave me just enough motivation to get myself off the couch and to the treadmill. The whole point of a vision board is to keep your goals at the forefront of your mind so you don't forget. Because of that, it's important that you put it somewhere you can see all the time. That way, you can have a constant reminder of your goals. I really recommend putting it on your phone, or maybe if you're in the office all the time, put it in the office where you're always there working. Many people skip creating a vision board, probably because it's a little bit time consuming, but just setting goals is not enough. You need to see it. And the best way I know how is by creating a vision board. Now, once your vision board is done and you've put it somewhere you can see it, it's time to move on to step number 3. Create a plan. One of my favorite quotes of all time is that failing to plan is planning to fail. So either way you're planning, might as well plan for the results that you want. I know that this might get overwhelming, so try breaking down your plans into smaller tasks. So for example, when I knew that I wanted to lose 20 pounds, it kind of felt overwhelming at first. I had to break it down into smaller goals. So instead of saying I'm going to lose 20 pounds, I just told myself that I was going to lose at least 4 pounds a month. That way it felt a little bit more doable and not so overwhelming. It's so important to focus on making small but consistent progress towards your goals, so that when life gets hard and you get busy, you know that your goals are achievable. Once you took your time to come up with a plan, you're now ready to move on to step number 4. Create a routine. Y'all, this is such a powerful step. In my experience, until you change your routine, you cannot change your life. I've heard it said before that success is predictable, with the right routine, with a daily routine that's aligned with your goals. In my case, I used to eat out all the time, and I used to eat whatever I wanted. But unfortunately, that wasn't going to get me to my goal. I had to change my daily routine to be aligned with my goals. So instead of eating out, I started meal planning. It's the little things you do that eventually adds up to your goals. But also, once you have a routine, you don't have to think about it. You can go and be lazy and just go on autopilot. A lot of people skip this step. They think they can just achieve their goal by accident. But success does not happen by accident. You have to make it happen. There's this quote from James Clear in his book, Atomic Habits. He says, your outcomes are a measure of your habits, which to me means that your input determines your output. You get out what you put in. He goes on to say, for example, that your net worth is a measure of your financial habits. Your weight is a measure of your eating habits. Your knowledge is a measure of your learning habits. You get the gist? So take the time to create a routine. Ask yourself, what habits will get you to your goal? Once you have your routine, you also need to consider step number 5, track your progress. If you've done all the things we've talked about so far, I'm pretty confident you're going to see progress. So monitor it. You can do this any way you want. You can do it by journaling, taking pictures, or creating a checklist. Or you can do an Excel spreadsheet. So when I was losing weight, I tracked my progress by using a combination of a fitness app, and then I also took monthly pictures of my progress. This step is so important. It helps you to see how far you've come. I know in some cases it might be discouraging, especially if you're not seeing a lot of progress. But small progress is still progress. Now, this next step is often forgotten, especially if you're an overachiever like me. You need to prioritize your self-care. It's absolutely not selfish to take care of yourself. So passionate about this because I unfortunately had to learn this the hard way. I get so laser focused on my goals that I forget that I'm human, that I have limitations. I forget that I need rest. For example, when I was preparing for the bar exam, I was studying 12 to 14 hours a day, every single day for 3 months. It got to a point where I felt so drained, I couldn't absorb anything. I couldn't learn anymore. So I decided to just book a hotel for a weekend to just rest. And it turned out that's all I needed. Here's the point. You don't have to burn out like I did to change your life. The hustle culture lies to us and tells us that it's not okay to rest, but you're only human. So when you get tired, just rest. Don't skip this step. Don't be so focused on your goals that you neglect your well-being. Now that you've fully rested, it's time to focus on step number 7. Choose a positive mindset. This is my favorite tip because mindset matters. Whether you think you can or think you can, you are right. So if you think you can't do what it takes to achieve your goal, you've already lost the battle. You've already given up. When I was preparing for the bar exam, there were times where I felt so discouraged. At first, I wasn't sure if I could do it. I wasn't doing well on my practice exams. So I kind of had a choice to make. Was I going to doubt myself or was I going to just believe in myself? Thank God I chose to believe that my thoughts create my reality. So if I think I can, then I'm right. One of the techniques that I used when I was studying for the bar exam, I wrote down my winning speech. The speech that I was going to give to my family, my friends, post on Facebook, Instagram, after I passed the bar. And that was when I was struggling. So that put me in the right mindset because mentally, I already convinced myself that I already passed the bar. It was just a matter of time. This is so important because challenges will come. Unfortunately, life can get difficult sometimes. So you have to prepare your mind to remain positive when it gets hard. You don't want to skip this step. Because if you do, negativity and self-doubt will likely creep in and ruin all the work you've already put in. You cannot, absolutely cannot let anything make you doubt yourself. I don't know anyone who succeeded at anything and didn't believe in themselves. I don't care what it looks like for you. Find a way to believe that you can change your life in 6 months, that you can put these steps into practice. Now you understand how powerful a positive mindset is. You're ready for step number 8. Build or join a support network. Having a support network who can encourage you, motivate you, and support you on your journey is such a blessing. When I was preparing for the bar exam, you have no idea how encouraged I felt when I found out that I wasn't the only one struggling, okay? I heard that everybody else was also having a hard time. We were able to provide not just emotional support, but practical support to each other, which made the journey a lot less lonely and a lot more enjoyable. Many people skip this step because they think they have to do everything on their own, or they're just afraid to ask for help. But there's this African proverb that I love, and it says, if you want to go fast, okay, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Now that you have the support you need, it's time to go to step number 9. Celebrate your wins. This is why tracking your progress was so important. Because now you don't have to wait until you've changed your life and you've reached the finish line to celebrate your progress. By celebrating, I mean reward yourself, reinforce the good behavior. There's this concept in psychology that says that the more you reward good behavior, the more you're likely to repeat the good behavior. So condition your mind to want to do the things that are aligned with your goals. In my case, I made sure to celebrate milestones like losing the first 5 pounds or sticking to my meal plan by getting a cute workout set or treating myself to my favorite meal. Rewarding yourself in that way keeps you motivated. Don't be so focused on the end result that you forget to appreciate the progress that you've already made. And now we've come to the most crucial step. You don't want to skip step number 10. Don't quit. No matter what, do not give up. There were so many times in my life when I wanted to give up, and I'm so glad I didn't. Listen, it wasn't easy for me to lose 20 pounds, and I've already told you how hard it was preparing for the bar exam. Change is never easy. So if you want to change your life in the next 6 months, you cannot quit when it gets hard. Persistence and consistency are going to be key to achieving your goals. So when obstacles come, do not panic. Play the role of the hero in your own story. Who's your personal hero? Ask yourself, would they give up on their goals? Probably not, or else it wouldn't be your hero. So remember why you started. Go back and look at your vision board. Look for a reason, any reason at all, to keep going. Too many people give up way too soon. You have to remind yourself that the plan will work, but only if you work the plan. Now that you have this 10-step system, go and change your life in the next 6 months. Stay committed, stay focused, and you will become unrecognizable in the next 6 months.